Good evening, everybody. This is Egle, and I'm going to present you my third procedural programming handout, where we have to make a slideshow of 10 images. The whole program consists of 3 files. In the first main file, we just have some settings that create the window. And here I have set my window to be exactly the same size as my images, so there's no like background space, which I don't really use. Then in this other test app.h file, I have all the different functions declared and my images and the variables. Of all these functions, I only use these 3, and these are like for more advanced stuff. Then I have my 10 images. Each of them has a different name, so it would be easier to distinguish it. And then my variables. Unsigned char called data, open frameworks texture called text, then a float for alpha and counter, integer pictures, unsigned character picture, and this is the array where I keep my images. Here it indicates that there are 10 items in my array. And this is where all the things happen. First of all, I load my images in the probably most simple way. Then I declare my data, which is an unsigned char with the dimensions of width 614, height 461, and 3 for the 3 different color channels. And this is where I list my entire array, where each picture represents one element of the array. Then I set the counter to 0 and picture to 0. My slideshow is like really primitive, because even though I tried to make some more advanced transitions, it didn't work, and then I ran out of time and patience. But here I was trying to do the brightness transition, and here I tried to make the curtain transition work, but whichever ways I tried, it didn't work. So eventually I just made a switch case for the whole 10 cases. So first of all, I set the counter to this number, and this means how fast the pictures are changing. And an if function, if the counter is greater than pi, because I use pi because of the cosinus function. And then the picture number increases by 1 and the counter resets to 0. Here is where I declare the total pixels, which is the dimensions of the image times 3 for 3 color channels. And this is my switch case with 10 different cases, starting with 0. for all my images. In each case, I have a for function with the initialization, then condition, and update. And yeah, basically every second one is the simple alpha transition, and every other second one is a negative, because here I added this number 255. Yeah. There's not really much to say, and eventually it just loads the data. And yeah, we can see now how my slideshow looks. Come on. Here it is. Oh yeah, these are pictures of my nail art. This was the simple alpha, and this is the negative. And then again a simple alpha. And a negative. I know it's kind of boring, but as I said, I ran out of time and patience to make it more pretty. But it works like that. It looks kind of weird though. Rainbows and strawberries. Palm trees. And watermelons. I think that's the last one. Yep, then it fades back to the first image. So yeah, that was my slideshow. I hope you guys won't be too harsh on me, because I made it work, except it's not as pretty as some of the others. Thanks for watching. Bye.